I'm Sean. I'll be your student physical therapist today. Is it okay if I work with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I get your full name and date of birth?
Caitlin King, 11/2/1942.
Okay. And did you sign an informed consent to work with physical therapy today?
Yes.
Perfect. We're going to be doing a few things. Getting you up to laying on your side, getting you up to sitting, working on standing, and then we're going to work on walking also. The first thing I'm going to work on is getting you to sideline. So the first thing we'll do is what we call half bridging, where we're going to work on bridging just half your body, so really just this left leg. So what I want you to do is lift this leg up. Perfect. And what we're going to do over here, you should be able to do this, is you're going to push your hip up into the air, sort of like you're making a table out of your body. So go ahead and try that for me. How does that feel?
Okay.
Okay? Show me one more. Still feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do 10 of these. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do is a motion where we're crossing our arm across our body, and both these motions together are going to help us roll onto our side. That's why we're doing these. So what I want you to do is when I stretch, I'm going to do a stretching motion, and then I'm going to apply some resistance, and I want you to act against my resistance to create a motion about like that, where you're sort of punching the pillow next to your head on your right side. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to stretch, and you're going to pull up, 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 and pull your wrist. Yep. Let's make sure we get the wrist and fingers at the end. Perfect. One more time. Stretch, pull, 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 hand and wrist, hand and wrist. Good. We're going to combine both these motions together. I would have done 15 of those. So, the next thing we're going to do is combine that motion. So, what I want you to do is lift this hip up and reach across the body. And we're going to roll onto your right side. Okay? Let's try it. So, lift that hip up, reach across the body, and roll, 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 roll. Just till you're on your side. Do you feel okay?
Yeah.
Let me pull this pillow.
Thank you.
That was really good. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is we're going to work on getting you from laying on your side to sitting. So what I want you to do is hook your right leg, hook your right leg with your left leg and drag it forward until you're off the table. What we're going to do next is push up with this arm as hard as you can, not when I say, not right now. I'm going to help. And we're going to push with this arm and get you up to sitting. Okay? Is it okay if I put my arm on your shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Push, 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 push. Great. Great. Do you feel okay here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can go ahead and put this hand on the table so you can get support. The next thing I'm going to do is work with your right arm. Let me get a chair. So I'm going to pull this right arm, not pull, but work with this right arm a little bit and moving back and forth and help get that out of that flexion. So you can put your hand on the table and that'll help us out a little bit. The next few things we're going to do. So go ahead and relax as much as you can. Feel okay? All right. Push it all the way out. Okay. I'm going to roll your hand over. I'm going to work on pulling your fingers out now. Let me know if any of this hurts. I'm going to hold your hand out. This way you can have your both hands on the table. So now that we have your hand on the table, I want you to constantly be keeping a little bit of weight, and that'll help it from pulling back up to where it was before. Okay? So the next few things we're going to do are some trunk control, because I noticed that you were in this forward posture. We want to make sure you have the ability to get out so we have control of our trunk. So the next thing we're going to do is that. So what I'm going to do is put my hand on your back and push it forward, and you're going to feel like you're pushing your stomach out and your chest up, and it's going to create like a curve, backwards curve in your back. All right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's try that. So stomach forward, chest up, and slowly come back. Just control it. We're just working on control in both directions. And forward, and up, stomach out, and back. Can you do that on your own? Okay, show me that. Good. We do 10 more of these. The next thing we're going to do is pelvis control. So it sort of ties in together with what we were just doing. So where your pelvis rolls forwards and backwards, and it sort of ties together with the gait, with the trunk stability we were just doing. So when I roll your pelvis forward, your stomach's going to go forward and your chest is going to come up. We're just going to work on control of both those motions, all right?
Okay.
Is it okay if I put my hands on your waist? Okay. So bring your pelvis forward, stomach forward, chest up, and slowly going back into that slumped position. Forward, pelvis forward, chest up, and slowly going back. Perfect. About 10 more of those so you can get the idea of that. The next thing we're going to do is some weight shifting from side to side. How we're going to do that is with that control we just worked on, we're going to sort of scrunch one side and elongate the other side. And when we do that, it causes our trunk to shift aside, our weight to one side, and we can lift up one of our legs. So we're going to work on that. I'm going to put my hands back on your hips, if that's okay. So we're going to try to work on this leg first. So what we're going to do is squeeze this side together. We're going to elongate this side up. Yes, exactly like that. And side shift over. Perfect. Just give as much as you can. We're going to scrunch this left side up, elongate the right, lift. Perfect. Show me one more. So we're going to scrunch this side, elongate this side, and up. Good. So do you feel comfortable with that? We do that 10 to 20 more times. Just that's a bigger thing. The next thing we're going to use that weight shifting to scoot you forward in the bed to get you into a more mobile position so we can move you to the wheelchair. So we're going to use that weight shifting, and once we unweight one of your legs, we're going to work on sliding it forward in the bed. We're going to do both legs back and forth until we can get to the edge of the bed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's work on this leg first. So show me what you do to lift that leg up. Perfect. And we're going to slide that leg forward, help you get a little. Scrunch, scrunch, and scoot that leg forward. Perfect. One more time on this side. Forward. And scrunch, scrunch. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is work on partially standing. And what I mean by that is we're going to work on getting our heels behind so our weight can shift forward. We're going to bend our trunk forward and push up with our arms as much as we can to get to a partial stand. And we're not going to go all the way up. We're just going to go to where your butt's off the table. And we're going to go back down. We're going to work on that a few times. So go ahead. I'm going to work on blocking this just so we don't buckle a leg. I don't think you will, but just to be safe. So I want you to lean forward and push up with your arms and back down. And lean forward, push up with your arms and back down. Good. I'd probably do that 15 to 20 more times. What we're going to do now is do that sort of partial stand, and I'm going to pivot you over into this wheelchair. This is a slide board, we're just using it here for safety. Does that sound okay?
Okay.
Okay, so what I want you to do is when you lean forward, this time you're going to sort of put your head on this shoulder, and we're going to do that partial stand, and then I'm going to rotate you and put you into this chair. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions? You can hold on to my arms if you want to. Okay? Oh, ready?
Mhm.
On 3, we're going to push up with this arm as much as we can and pull with this arm until a partial stand. Then I'm going to pivot you over into the wheelchair, okay? So lean forward, forward, forward. 1, 2, 3. And good. You feel okay?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's work on that weight shifting. So I want you to squeeze this side. Squeeze your right side and elongate your left side. I'm going to pull this out. Good. Now is getting you up, standing all the way, and now we're on these parallel bars. We're going to work on walking a little bit. And we're going to do a few things before we walk to get us prepared for actual walking. Like I did before, I'm going to guard this leg a little bit, just so it doesn't buckle out, just for safety. Okay, so what we're going to do is the same mechanics that we did for partial stand over there. We're going to bring our legs in. Perfect. And what you can do is push with this arm, and we're gonna lean forward, get our weight forward, push up with our arms and our glutes, and we're gonna work on standing. Okay. Once you stand, I want you to put your arm back onto this bar for stability, and I'll help you.
Okay.
So go ahead and lean forward. And 1, 2, 3. Good though. Okay, so what we're gonna work on first is weight shifting. So what I mean by that is we're going to go from one side to the other side, putting all of our weight on your right leg and then back to your left leg. Okay? Any questions? I'll just explain it as we go.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, we'll do the left leg first. We're going to bring our weight over here, fully weight that left foot, and work on lifting this leg just a little bit, and back down. We're going to go back onto your right leg, and lift that left leg a little bit and back down. Good. Right leg and back down. The next thing we're going to do is work on stepping. So when we walk, we have to lift our legs up. So that's what we're going to work on now. So let's work on that weight shifting onto your right leg. And lift this left leg up, knee up, bend the knee, and back down. You feel okay with that? Okay. Load your left leg and bend that right knee a little bit, and back down. So what we're going to do is just combine those motions that we did before, both the shifting and the leg lifting. And then we're just going to combine that with sliding our feet forward. Slow walking, okay? So let's weight shift onto your right leg. Lift that left leg up and bring it forward. Perfect. Now we're going to weight shift onto your left leg, bend it, and bring it forward. Good. Lift that leg and bring it forward. Perfect. Weight shift, bring it forward. Good. You feel okay? Let's do a few more steps. Good. Weight shift on your left and bring that leg forward. Good. So now that we're a little tired, we're going to go back to our wheelchair. We're going to weight shift onto this leg and slide this leg back a little bit. Perfect. Weight shift over here and slide this leg back. And what we're going to do now is when I work on lowering you, you're going to reach back with this arm and find the wheelchair arm, and then slowly we'll lower down. Okay? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Bend your knee a little bit.